kuti vanhu vari kumaina mugomo umu ngatigadzirirewo marodzi because marodzi edu akafa. Isusu hatina chatiri kubhenefita sewarren park. Tsoko dzakatiza mugomo takunge tichinetsa tikadherera tikudherera vana, especially mwana ukamutuma kutenga chingwa tsoko dziri kuya dzichitora chingwa. Mugomo macho dzatiza nenyaya yekutinhimira nemanhere vari kumaina nemanhere.
My name is Collins Longwe, ndogara muwarren park. I understand vanhu vari kuchera mugomo. I don't think kuti vari kushandisa proper measures ekuti, for example, safety. When it comes to safety, I don't think vari kushandisa safety yakakwana because vanhu vari kungochera. Machera vari kuita vari kusiya makomba and uyezve ndiri kutotya kuti kana kukanaya mvura yakawandisa machera vari kuita zvakutoreva kuti ivhu rinenge rakukukurwa yakuenda kudzimba dzevanhu. I think dzimba dzichazara mavhu namatombo, uyezve pane tengi iri pamusoro. Ukatarisa pamusoro pane tengi. Machera vari kuita vari kuinyenyeredza tengi yakangomira. Ndakutotya zvekare kuti maybe kana kukazonaya zvekare tengi inogona kuzongodonha. Hazvizoshamisa tengi yaita se yadonha ipapo because iri kusara yakangohenga pasina chakabata. And pavari kuchera hasikona masafety measures aripo. Ona kune makomba akasiyiwa kuseri the other side. Kwakatowira mwana akatofira imo. You see now.
Tiri waridwo kugomo kucherwa makomba acho ari kusara akashama, saka tiri waridwo kuti vanhu vanozopedzera vakutambira mumagoronga ikoko.
It's a resource yanga ichitongorima muno muwarren park kuzoti kugomo but we don't know kuti in the long run tinoita kupati chii since vari kubvisa the mountain acho. It was part of warren park ichitongori gomo. So that I don't know whatever purpose it is serving to vari destroy vacho, but to us it's something chataingoda chiri panzvimbo pacho.
This started ever since I was a kid, and it has been escalating to levels that is beyond your imagination, as you can see. So they keep on keeping on. This mountain was so beautiful, but now it has become a gigantic ruinous item. It's hazardous to community where other people are staying and looking. But we can't just stand aside and look. Action should be taken. Imagine 4 lives have been taken.
As residents of Warren Park, and as you can see, the two of us, we are drafting a petition under the Community Harare Residents Association and under the Land Residents Against Land Degradation campaign, of which I'm also part and parcel of as the coordinator, both from CRA and from that level. We are drafting this petition particularly to make sure that the City of Harare is called upon, to stand before the Portfolio Committee on Environment and Climate and to answer to our concerns regarding the environmental, depletion that we have witnessed here and that we continue to witness here in Warren Park. We want the Portfolio Committee to question, one, the transparency and accountability on the funds that are supposed to be used in order to rehabilitate this particular natural feature, because as you have witnessed and as we continue to witness, nothing has been actually pumped into the coffers in order to deal specifically with rehabilitation and restoration and land regeneration of this mountain. And this is the petition we want. We want to question the City of Harare to ensure that there's some accountability in terms of the funds. Where did these monies go? And if they didn't go, where are they? And if they are there somewhere, where is it hiding that is failing and creating a health and a life hazard and even an environmental and climatic hazard?
We are using some of those mountains or hills or have already been destroyed. And some of them we have to finish the gravel, because what is left there, if it rains, it's going to be a disaster. So we are going to be sending our engineers this week to look at how we can quickly expedite the taking away of those soil and create a flat land so that we can develop other uses on that land. If we are going to have to do bricks quickly, we do that quickly. If we are going to use it for road, we do that quickly and make sure that there is a flat land as soon as possible, and we find other uses for it. Otherwise, we are looking at a disaster.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak to the people of Warren Park and to the people of Zimbabwe in general regarding the extraction of gravel in Warren Park, which has raised a lot of concerns from stakeholders, and particularly the combined Harare Residents Association. My take on the issues goes as follows. Yes, the gravel extraction has been going on not just for 5 years, but maybe for more than a decade, or for closer to 20 years now, maybe from 2000. Gravel has been extracted from Warren Hills. So the major concerns are that the residents are saying we are getting nothing out of the gravel extraction, but there are laws which governs extraction of resources. Section 18 says resources should benefit the people who are local to where they are being extracted. We used to have the indigenization law, which was repealed by the finance through a finance act when Professor Mutuli became the finance minister, and currently there is no solid legal framework which then binds those who are extracting to give some royalties to the local people. And also of concern is that no one has also evaluated how much is being accrued from gravel extraction. Gravel extraction may not be as valuable as compared to other mineral resources. So it's also another aspect to look into. But the concerns also of the residents are that the extraction of gravel is not being done in an environmentally friendly, especially during these days where environmentally sustainable development is being advocated by a lot of players, stakeholders, including governments. They want to see a development which is environmentally sustainable. But so the issues, the gravel extraction is leaving behind some gullies and deep pits, which are also a danger to the community. And we have lost precious lives in Warren Park, but also as a member of parliament for Warren Park constituency since 2018. I've made efforts with, together with the support of the residents associations in Warren Park. Firstly, what we did, we called the then Minister of Environment, who was Minister Mangaliso Ndlovu, who came to Warren Park when there was a tragic death of a young child who died in one of the pits. He came to Warren Park and he ordered the operations to stop until there was an environmental management plan. And in doing so, he also summoned officers from his ministry, officers from local government, City of Harare, and EMA. They all came to Warren Park, and I remember when they came, it was around 7 p.m. when I met them at Merek. Then we discussed, and he said he was going to await for a report from that combined team, and he was also going to say the operations resume after receiving environmental management plan. But unfortunately, we heard that his decision was overridden by the decision of the then Minister of Local Government, who was Minister July Moyo, who said they were going to erase Warren Hills. They were going to extract gravel until that hill is flat. So the issue now is there is also a conflict of interest. This is where they are getting gravel to make roads for Harare. And the president of this country said the
roads are in a state of emergency, and this is where they are getting gravel. So those are the issues where we say there is need an all-stakeholder approach, an engagement to find out how best can we resolve the matter. Then lastly, as a member of parliament also, we continued engaging other stakeholders, and we met some developers who said, after reading the budget for 2024 by the City Council, which said they were putting aside $50,000 for rehabilitation of the land to fill in the pits which were left out through the process of gravel extraction. And then these developers said, no, you can actually save money, City Council. We can actually build a sports science center there. And when we are building a sports science center, we don't need to bring in foreign soil to fill in the gullies or the pits, but we can build from the basement, and we build a sports science center. On top of the sports science center, we can build flats. And for me, this is a brilliant idea. But the challenge that we have is that the process of application at City of Harare is actually not easy. It's not encouraging. It discourages investors. It's actually problematic.